Hello everybody, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I am Nook, and this is Nook and Cranny Gaming. Thank you so much for joining me. So now, we are going into the Forest Temple, because we heard that Saria has been trapped here. Got wolves! This is one of my favorite temples, probably again because I've played it the most. Because the later, if you want to just get a taste of Zelda every once in a while, and you end up playing through it, you'll end up getting to, like, the thing that, like, hits the most nostalgia for, and then you're like, okay, I'm good. I'll move along now. And this is one of those temples for me. I don't know why. We have Gold Scatula up there. I don't know why this temple does it in particular, but I remember, I guess, because when I was younger and I would play this game, I had a lot more trouble with it. We're gonna creep along. I have a lot more trouble with it than I do now, playing as an adult. Well then. I'll be right back. That was an incredibly rookie mistake. Really, first of all, we gotta get this Skulltula off of the wall. Bam! You destroyed a Gold Skulltula in the Forest Temple. Ba-dow! Okay. It's not exactly what she said, but then that sounded like I was trying to make it "that's what she said" joke. It's not a joke. What am I doing? Anyway, the hookshot allows you to travel to things that are made of wood, so I latched onto the treasure chest, I was able to fly over there, and we got a small key! Now why do we need a small key? Well, being on autopilot, as I am, and I'm trying not to be, this door is locked. Or there's a door inside that's locked. I don't remember. Like I said, autopilot. So these guys usually have to wait for them to turn around. Just hookshot them. Just put it right through their face. Right through their stupid faces. Right through their scully faces. Their spider faces. Skulls. Ooh. What's going on? G-g-g-g! G-g-g-g! A ghost! Like, gee, Scoob! Awful. So there's 4 ghosts and 4 torches and a thing that, like, went into the ground. What happened now? I don't know. But, well, I do know. I mean, I just kind of explained what happened, so I kind of know. I also know. So there's pots. We all gotta break pots. Because our life's low. Why is our life low? Can't believe that I left us like that. I mean, I can't believe Darunia would do that to us. Woke us up as the hero of time, and we can't. What is it? What do you got, Navi? What's going on with these things?
The fires and the torches are gone. Seems like the ghost took them away.
We need to hunt some ghosts. Who you gonna call? Link. It's not catchy, man. You gotta find a new name. So these doors are barred. And there's a strange blue block? I think I remember a strange blue block from before. But first, let's go through this open door that's staring us right in the face in the middle of the room. Also, did you see that? Maybe it didn't, but shabam! There's one on the wall. Oh man, okay, there we go. I gotta get the classic controller under my fingertips. Okay, cool, here we go. Gold Scatula, Forest Temple! Cool. Onward! Through the door, please. Lead on, Link. Oh! Giant skull fire! What are you doing here? Like I know him. Whoa. Hey, old friend. What are you doing here? You floaty, scully, fiery sons of a gun? Oh my gosh. I just turned around and wow, what happened here? Okay, okay, alright, cool. Okay, so these are Stalfos. We met Lizalfos first. There we go. These are the great sword warriors, and I actually kind of forgot how hard they were until like the 3D remake of this game came out. Of course, I just like dispatched that guy like no problem. Oh, I brought up my shield, but it didn't. No, no, he got me. What's that? Remember that fairy we put in the bottle? It came and saved our lives. We're back on our feet. come on, come on, come at me. You gotta, like, coax him into swinging at you. Yeah, there we go. That's one of my favorite things. They jump at you, you do a backflip, and then you jump attack in as they're still attacking your spot that you were just in and killing them. Oh, man, it's so cool.
It's so cool.
I don't know. I love it. You found a small key! We got a small key that we can only use in this dungeon. Alright. Oh, another fairy. We can replace the one that I, used intelligently. Yeah, that's it. Bam! Got it. I thought it was always crazy, like, how he just snatches a fairy out of the air. Like, I remember as a kid catching, like, lightning bugs and stuff like that, and it was like, this is hard work. But Link's just like, whatever, man. I'm a man. Maybe that's what it was. I was just a babu, and when I'm older, I'll be able to just snatch bugs out of the air in jars. Nice. Nice. Okay, so we got 2 keys. Okay, what's up the stairs here? What we got? Locked door. We also got a blue block. Do you remember the blue block from before? From the Flibber's Murder? Alright. Playing songs on the classic controller is so difficult because it used to make sense. Like, A was the lowest note because it was below the C buttons, and so you'd be like, right A down, and here it's like I have to do right on the joystick and then A and then down on the joystick, so it doesn't make sense like musically on the controller, and it's just kind of confusing because I guess I used to do that and memorize it by positions of the buttons. It wasn't actually like I remember right A down. It was like I remember my thumb being in this position, I remember my thumb being in this position, and I remember this horrifying monster being dead. So it looks like maybe we can oh alright, that's what I'm talking about. Secret wall. Got him. Now can we reach that other one with the hook shot? Do it! Oh. It's the only bad thing about the hook shot is it kind of comes up short every once in a while. But don't worry. Link is well equipped to deal with... Oh, we gotta sneak past him. Oh, crawl for your life! Oh no! Oh, so he can actually knock you off the wall. We don't have to worry about him now because it's not like we have to climb down that wall. But he can be quite a problem if you've climbed all the way up there and then he's like, you know what? I don't like climbing on my wall. Why don't you get down to the ground and just hang out down there, yeah? Alright. Where was I from just now? Okay, so one big thing that happened last time, 2 episodes ago or 1? Man, I don't even remember. Recently, on Legend of Zelda, Link became an adult. And in this first transformation of Link, I'll just say first transformation of Link, sure. It's probably a weird way to put it. Oh, jump to the vines and grab it. Whew, okay. Link has literally been asleep for 7 years. It's not like there was no time travel involved right now. It was just like Darunia woke you up 7 years later because you're now able to take on all the responsibilities of a hero. Did I hear a timer? No. Okay, we're good. Did you recognize where that was, though? Hula! You're gonna think you did. Ow, you jerk. But there's actually, like, 2 separate courtyards here. It used to confuse me when I was little, which is one reason that I got confused, because I was like, it's a giant Dekubaba outside of a door. Like, weren't we just here? Why does everything look so weird? Also, Gold Scatula over there. Might need to remember that later if we end up over there. Anyway, we're just gonna drop down, do the old Deku tree, flop. Yeah. Creepy underground well thingy. Timelines. So, Link wakes up 7 years later. Darunia's like, hey, you're the hero. Do your heroic things and be a man now that you're a man. We have 3 keys. 3 keys. What are we going to do with all these keys? We're going to sound like a janitor. I don't know. That's all I got right now, apparently. That's my A game today. So yeah. So this is where, man, I still can't even talk about timelines really until we move further in the game. Dang it! I really wanted to talk about timelines this episode, and then I just realized like it's still not here yet. I still can't do that exactly. So what I'll do instead is talk about D&D, because I have my Zelda Dungeons and Dragons, my Dungeons and Ganon shirt on. So I mentioned a few episodes ago when we were going through Dodongo's Cavern that I ran a D&D session with a group of guys that was themed after Zelda. And these guys had played Zelda. I mean, none of them were like fanatics, but you know, some of them knew a lot, some knew a little, some of them hadn't played any of the games, but they knew stuff, you know, that type of thing. Oh, another bubble! Yeah, they're called bubbles. The skull and the fire. The flaming skulls are called bubbles because they're so soft and cuddly and poppable. I don't know. That's a weird thing to call somebody, I think. But we, this was actually the first dungeon that I took them through because we sat down to do character creation, which is one of the longest steps of D&D, but or any role-playing game really is creating a character. But we got done creating everything, and it was like hours later because it takes forever.
There are arrows painted on the floor.
Oh my god, you're right. Hey, remember Wrench Face? Remember old Wrench Face? He's back. And I'll talk about that at some point too, and why I keep mentioning that. But we played. Oh, we're on the backside of Wrench Face. We got done with character creation, and everybody was so excited to play because I think it was the first time for 4 of the. How many guys were playing? 2, 3, 4? Yeah, there were just 4 of us. Okay. Well, 5 counting me. Okay, so we pushed that there. Doing drag? I don't know. Let's go around here. And so these guys were like super excited to get going. I was like, well, I don't have anything planned yet because as the game master, or the dungeon master, or whatever you want to call it, I was running the game. Well, this is just going to push us up against the wall. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe we can go around. Yeah, there we go. And I was like, well, I didn't have anything planned for today. I just thought we would do like character creation. And they're like, oh, come on. I'm like, okay, well, we'll make up something real quick, and I'll make it up on the fly. So what we did is I just took them to the Forest Temple. In my mind, I was like, I know the Forest Temple pretty well. I've played through it several times. I can take them through it and change it enough that it fits the setting of D&D, and like the time period that we were in my game was set after the events of Ocarina of Time. So I'm just assuming we need to pull on this block since there's arrows on the floor, by the way. But we're going to be pushed up against a wall. We're not going to be able to get around. Okay. There we go. So what ended up happening is I took them in. I can't give away any, I don't want to give away any spoilers to what happens in here. But I took them through it, and one of the main bosses I actually replaced with a Beamos, which you'll remember from the Dodongo's Cavern, which is like the robotic thing with like teeth in its crotch, and it's like got a giant eyeball, and it's terrifying. Remember that one? I made that. I was like, there's a stone statue in the middle of the room, and its eye gazes upon you, and it glows red, and you have to dodge the blast and try to defeat it and things like that. Well, they didn't have bombs, so like they didn't have its weakness. Where am I right now? What am I even doing? Okay, so there's an eyeball. Can't do the eyeball. Well, I mean, we can try here for the sake of showing you guys. Well. Man, if I could only use my slingshot, but that's such a baby toy. So I can't use the slingshot, so I can't poke the eye like we did in Deku Tree. So anyway, I had them fighting this Beamos, and one of them was a Zora, one of them was a Gerudo, which we'll be introduced to a little bit more later. One of them was a Goron, and one of them was a Wizrobe, which is actually from Adventure of Link. I mean, he's a type of character that's appeared throughout the games. But the Wizrobe is mainly, it shows up in Adventure of Link, at least the version we were using as like a visual guide and a guide for how his abilities work and everything. So what I'm doing, I'm backtracking because we obviously can't move forward in that section yet without poking the eye or getting that block into that space. And we can't get it into the space because we can't get behind it to push it. So I'm going back. Wait. We're going back again. I have obviously miscalculated where I am. Again, like, playing these games and having to do commentary over them, even though you know them so well, is just vastly different from just playing it, you know, and just being on autopilot and stuff. So it's interesting that I'm like, I feel so secure in playing this game online because, you know, I'm just going to fly right through it. And then it's like, wait a second, I think I need a... Error. Okay. Gotta go up here. And we gotta climb up here. Anyway, the D&D game, they were playing certain characters. Wait. Where's my brain right now? Okay. And it was their first battle ever. You know, most of them hadn't even played D&D before. And I almost killed them. They were like, Scott, it's our first time. What are you doing to us, man? I'm like, I'm sorry. And I almost killed like my whole party, just because I wasn't really holding back. I was letting them know what D&D is all about, and sometimes it can be harsh. But they made it through barely, and ended up finding Queen Goma, who in my version of Hyrule she had been severely injured, or I had said like somebody had Queen Goma had been severely injured by young Link, and she fled Deku Tree and went to the Forest Temple, or found the Forest Temple and made it her new home. So this place was after the events that are taking place right now. So some of the enemies were a little bit different, and then I replaced a lot of the enemies with like spiders and things like that, which are good for like first-time D&D players because you have them fight rats and spiders and things like that, because those are pretty low-level, easy things to kill. What's this? Oh! Sometimes these guys can curse you, and you won't be able to use your sword. Ah, God, I'm trying to get used to Navi again. There we go. There we go. Come here, you! Oh, come on, man. Oh, come on, man. Just had to fall on the lower tier there, didn't you? Just had to do it. Whoa! This corridor is all twisted. I know, Navi. Thank you for telling me. Oh, everything seems fine. Ah! Oh boy.
Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling.
Thank you, Kaka? What are you talking about? There's a shadow coming around us! Ooh! Did you see that? That was close. A ghost. What's going on here? Where'd that ghost go? Oh no! Well, to figure out what's going on with the ghost in the next episode of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, thank you so much for joining me! I'm gonna go fight this Stalfo in the next episode. I'll see you then. Oh no, I fell!